The end of the Golutlo strategic timeout. Good news is that Darren Sammy is ready again, and this is a free hit, by the way, in case you forgot. That's not entirely middle on the bounce to Bahabriaz at mid-on or long-on. But it looked dangerous the way he fell. This was during the strategic timeout, and so what could it have been then, Flem?
Just wondering if he's had history with that knee, and it just might have locked up a little bit. So it locked, so he went into obviously a defence mechanism, the body, I can't get through my action here. And then maybe just with a bit of mobilisation it freed up and he'll be fine. But Ramiz, one thing, he's not charging in, is he? He's not, so he's obviously a little bit concerned that it could happen again.
Does he ever charge in? It's always been like this.
No, but he's the guy that throws himself around. I've tagged him Mr. Inspirational because he's everywhere. He's out on the boundary, he's at short cover, he's at slip. He throws himself around the spinners, he dives, he palms it, and then he lands and puts his body on the line. And so I'm not surprised his knee is giving him grief.
Well, if you're just tagging people like that, you got a tag for me and Ramiz?
Hashtag sobers of the sand, as you know that. And Ramiz, as you know, Mr. Glamour.
Hashtag glamour. My God, free dinner.
Can we tag Danny or not?
Yeah,
is
Danny,
there anything we can do with it?
Freedandrift.com.
The ambassador for Head and Shoulders.
Oh, direct hit. Darren Sammy felt that would have been out. Right then, early in the over, it was given a no ball because only 3 men were in the ring. It was spotted by Sarfraz. The leg umpire also got a sniff of it, and so it was given as a no ball and a free hit.
Very astute from Sarfraz, and no surprise, he is the winningest captain in the Pakistan Super League. 63% of games. Very good leader.
Oh, he's down again. He's down again. I think he should be on. Darren Sammy this time is gone. Yeah, this is not working at all. Again, I think it's follow through and then trying to stop the ball. He obviously can't sprint. He's half limping, half there, and can't be cramps.
No,
can it be done?
I reckon it's cartilage. I just think maybe it's an old injury that's flared up now, and he's landed heavily. We could hear him at the Golutlo timeout, and he dived and he landed heavily with a catchy drop at short cover. So bit of gristle in that knee, and it's giving him grief, and all of a sudden locks up for you, and he's no spring chicken these days.
Yeah, his leg is all bandaged, and obviously he's taking care of it, but it didn't look too good on that occasion, the last one, and has to be carried off. Just been a tough day for Darren Sammy with the ball. Could be because he doesn't bowl that regularly, that his muscles are not used to that kind of an exercise. They're not conditioned. He picked up 2 wickets though. He's an extremely efficient cricketer, very good all-round cricketer, because he knew that variation of pace, slackness of the pace was the way to go, and he got rid of a couple of very good batsmen. That was a major scam. Kevin Peterson.
That shimmy would seem days ago for where he is right at the moment, Darren Sammy. He wouldn't feel like shimmering at all. He just want to get himself off. But I agree, I sort of changed the game in a way. He bowled the dangerous over and got the wicket of Shane Watson. Right arm variety. Inzamano Huck getting involved in some selfies there. The HBL box. Danny, have you been up there tonight?
Not yet. Here we go. Here's the one where he lands heavily. Watson struck it. He dropped it. Bang, there. Landed on his knees, both knees. He landed on both parts of his body. Look. There. Wait for it. Wait for it. Clunk. Just a little thump. It'll be as easy as that when it's an old niggle.
Nice selfie time with Inzamamul Haq. Extremely popular with the fans, Inzi. A lot of responsibility on his shoulders, being the chief selector of the cricket team, to find new talent. And I think he's not done a bad job, because his team won the Champions Trophy, so a lot more to come from Inzi and company. Hafiz is skippering the side now, and Dwayne Smith is on to finish Sammy's over.
Well, I think he'll be happy with young Samin Gull, the 19-year-old fast bowler. Oh, they've gone upstairs. The zing bales are flying. God, could we have another wicket? It's all happening out there in the middle.
Well, this over has taken about 360 days, it seems. It feels like that long. Sabir, the fielder, and he's in. Bat grounded, head down, good stretch, back into the crease. The zingers are off. Not out is the call, or should be the call. He's busy now, leading them. Mohammad Hafiz. And that's well stopped. That's a very good block by Tamim Iqbal.
Here, Quetta Gladiators put into bat by Darren Sammy, the Zalmi captain, and he has left the field for medical treatment, whatever it is. He's certainly not on the field right now. Now this is Samin Gul, who's bowled 3 very good overs, 1 for 11. It's his debut match in the PSL. Rousseau, Umayyad Asif, and it goes straight through his hands.
Well, it's a rare drop, isn't it? We haven't seen too many dropped in the PSL so far. That one was a hot chance. It was hit well. But in terms of the standard that we have witnessed, that should have been taken. Just burst through the hands because of the power behind the stroke.
Samin Gul in his first game has been impressive.
Good length. Try to get the Yorker length. He can only squeeze that for 1.
And Alan, Samin has played for United Bank, and their coach was Yunus Khan. So coach come player. So that helps him as well, because he's in the dressing room here as well. Hoga Saf Pakistan is the platform for cleaner and greener Pakistan. Abdullah, Sarfraz Ahmed Jr.
Short of a length. It hasn't got hold of this. He's got a little bit about him, Samim Gul. I like what we've seen tonight.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's got a very deceptive pace on him. And there's another batsman getting caught with that skiddy delivery, trying to play horizontal bat shot. It just rushes the batsman. They set themselves, and it's hitting the bat before they know it and mistiming it. The mistiming saved him on that occasion. The problem they've got now, Rosso has got that ability. If he starts launching, the fact they've just dropped him, it could cost them big time.
Gone. Man out there, deep mid-wicket, hasn't quite caught hold of that. Riley Rousseau could be dangerous here.
3 drops. That was a tough one. You can see them going down, and occasionally they're taken, like this one. He had that, and then it bounced out when the hand hit the ground, Smith. And then the one that should have been taken.
Dwayne Smith comes off the back of a 71 in his last match. Had to fight hard for that. It's a decent over this. He's having a good spell here. One ball to complete his 4. He's only gone for 19.
We've talked a lot about the pitch and how it's getting on. It's almost like we have cement tracks back home. We practice a lot on them. It allows you to drive on the up, but it's very difficult to get back and pull and cut because it skids onto it. It's very like that, and players who practice in sort of Lahore and Karachi normally practice on the cement tracks, and it doesn't do wonders for your footwork, but it gives you that on the up driving ability.
4 singles in a row here. Now will Rousseau want to get something else from this over? Bowled, really well bowled. Samim Gul, what a good debut that has been. Had the lowest dot ball percentage in the PSL, 35%. Been 29 balls since we've had a 6.
Well, Rosso's trying. That last one was out of the stadium. He just hasn't middled any. He really hasn't. The one that he did middle was saved, or it saved him from being caught because it burst through the hands, but just has not been able to get going. Maybe that pace on the ball, we saw that graph there, that'll help him.
Well, now this one will test the spectators. That's gone straight back over long off.
Yeah, pace on the ball surely did help him. Came on nicely and he just hit through the line. Cleared that front foot as we normally see players, but that's massive.
Yeah, it is massive. Yeah, he likes this, and it's that zone too, down the ground. If it's skidding on, if he gets the length, a little bit shorter than that, he might be thinking straight, but he'll drag it to the onside. He's such a dangerous player. You don't let him off the hook.
It's gone again. I'm not sure if he's got enough on this though. It's towering, and he's got. Sabir Rahman picks up his second catch in his first PSL match, and Umaid gets his man.
Wanted to go downtown again, but this time the length was dragged back by Umaid Asif. Just hit it higher on the bat, nearing that bat label, rather than bang in the middle, and it's gone high but not wrong. Nicely judged, easy as you like, confident catch, and Peshawar Zalmi getting.
Now Sarfraz has a very able partner in Mohammad Nawaz. This is the end of Rousseau.
Yeah, just banged it in a little shorter, and Rousseau's bat a little higher.
Amazing, isn't it? That was a sky ball, obviously, miss hit. It nearly got over the boundary rope. Just gives you an indication of the shortness of boundary. He only needed a little bit more on it, and that was 6. Now the fielder, he's nestled back. You've got to make sure you're right back on the rope. If you're on that boundary, you're not creeping in at all.
Yeah, good point. Stay there. Oh, that's jabbed. Haven't seen that shot tonight. Mohammad Nawaz, 25 not out in the last match against Islamabad. And what does our WinViz predictor say? Ooh, Gladiators 2% in front, 51% if you reckon he's going to win this. That's the prediction.
And Umaid has just dragged his length back, which is better for bowling to Sarfraz and Nawaz. He's not pushing it up there because they can strike him down the ground. Protection on the leg side. He might see another one short of a length, or even the bouncer.
Sarfraz has been there for 13 for 16, 128 for 5. 3. We don't know what it is. We can only speculate.
Yeah, I've heard you call yourself a doctor though before, from afar, Wilco. I've heard you. I saw you one night. You said, Doctor.
Well, I have been mistaken for a doctor, and it was terribly mistaken.
No, I remember that. The stethoscope around your neck.
It was around my neck. Not tight enough. Right, now Wahab Riaz, wonderful exponent of bowling in the last overs, the death end.
Some big hitting today, big launches into the crowd, 7 sixes. Water was really going. 3 in a row there against Asghar. But just in between those, Zalmi being able to drag it back.
Well, the average first innings score here at Sharjah is 155. And when we came here just a couple of nights ago, we saw that pitch and we said, oh gosh, this is a 190 pitch right here, but it's not. It's deceptive. See, look at that length.
Yeah, it's a good length. He's a very difficult bowler to get away. If he gets it wrong, he's got the pace you could use, but he's on it at the moment. He's bowling really well. Strong bowler, good pace. He's got some variation. The length needs to be varied as well. There's going to be a couple of batsmen who get this pitch and hit to the right zones. And we will see that 170 plus score. It's deserved of that. On a good batting day, when they get going on the pitch, or if the bowling's a bit off, you could go 200.
Oh, what a sight that is for Wahab Riaz. Oh yes, groom that tash. The bandit strikes. It's a wonderful strike as well, and he just gives a nice little pat on the head to Sarfraz.
Quick and straight, and it was too quick for Sarfraz. A little wrist work right at the end from Wahab Riaz, and it's got the pair zinging. That's a brilliant delivery, brilliant pace, and that's why he's so good at the back end.
Sarfraz 17, 130 for 6. Anwar Ali is the new batsman for Quetta Gladiators. Wahab Riaz, what bowl to death.
He's really tried to work across that one instead of maybe Ahmed was better off just giving himself a little bit of room on the onside to go over that really good scoring zone he's got to extra cover. He played one off the spinner where he gave himself that room, slapped it over extra cover, and it's a really good arc for him. I just wonder with the angle that Riaz gives you that you go that way.
Ooh, his arm has gone really low. What a difference his arm was. It was down at almost 45 degrees.
Yeah, he likes that. He likes getting the arm low to get the ball to tail back in at the back, sort of reverse swing back in. But it's the pace that does most batsmen, and he's been excellent in the death overs.
Yeah, it was a good ball too. Third man, you got a man deep point, full and wide.
Oh, wonderful. Extra set Yorker. Radar's on. 2 to go, 117. Is this enough? No, it's not. Sabir Rahman takes his third catch. The ball is finding the fielders, and that's the end of Nawaz.
Yeah, this is helping Zalmi, that's for sure. Wickets tumbling, the runs are now not flowing, and the run chase is looking a little easier. Toe of the bat. Again, it carries nearly all the way, but just not enough wood behind that one. Very comfortable in the deep. He's getting peppered, he's getting a lot of chances, that's for sure.
Even a low full toss like that is tough to get away.
It's almost like the innings come to a standstill. They're trying to clear the boundary, but it's not happening. Sometimes it's the top end of the bat, that one right on the toe, and Zalmi, they'll be very happy. Umaid Asif with a wicket. Youngsters doing well.
And we're seeing yet another good spell by Umaid Asif. 2 for 17 now in 3.2, 4 for 23 the other evening. John Hastings, the new bat, didn't know an awful lot about that. Change up of pace as well.
Yeah, it was ill-directed though. You look, there's a 45 in the onside. He just had to spoon that, and that was away for 4. So just didn't come on, and instead of just trying to shovel it over, he's trying to control it.
Well, Slats, you would have seen enough of John Hastings. He's hit, I'm told, over 52 sixes he's got in T20 cricket.
Yeah, look at the size of him. He's a big unit.
He is.
And he can swing a blade, and he swings it in good fashion.
Top score of 80 in T20 cricket. Ooh. Well, that's not going far.
Gladiators need him to swing and swing quickly. But it's very difficult on this pitch to come in and get in sync with the pace and with the skid off the pitch straight away. So it's a big ask for somebody who's not really played a lot in Sharjah to come out swinging and connect straight away.
Anwar Ali on strike. Problem for Quetta, they got 2 new bats at the crease. They needed someone to drop anchor, carry the bat the way through. Should just be one it is. These are good tail end overs for Zalmi.
It's just been the theme of PSL. Team bats first, gets off to fly, then stalls. Sometimes they sort of get a lot of runs in the first 10 overs and then they go nowhere. It's just not been that high finishing in the last 6 or last 5 overs going for 70 or 80. It's not been there.
22 balls since the last boundary.
Can't connect. 19, and he was looking at the result where the ball had gone, but he has stood on his stumps.
You're not getting away with it these days, are you? Those lights. Straight away you knew something had gone on. I mean, he's standing there wondering what's happened, but he has to have trodden on his stumps. He's got so far back. There it goes, the heel. And that's all it took. Oh dear. Just too deep. He's trodden on them. It's the heel swiveling, and there goes the lights. Oh, you're not getting away with it.
So hit wicket, bowled Wahab Riaz. He picks up his second. Anwar Ali's gone. It's 135 for 8. Gone a long way back in his crease, and that's a long stride. You wouldn't have felt that. Clearly he didn't, because he thought he'd hit a 6. So a second wicket for Wahab Riaz, and the wickets have tumbled here for Quetta Gladiators. This is Hassan Khan now, the captain of the Pakistan under-19s in the recently concluded under-19 World Cup in New Zealand.
Well, he's hit it for 6 and he's trodden onto his stumps. I think you'll remember this. Was it Roy Fredericks?
Roy Fredericks, World Cup final, 75 or 79. Playing against Dennis Lilly, wasn't it? And he smashed Lilly into the stands for 6, but he just swiveled on his stumps.
It's bizarre, isn't it? You hardly see that once a season.
Well, he's swinging like a rusty gate here, John Hastings, and he hasn't connected with one.
No, we talk about his big hitting. He's there we go, there's the heel. And you can see the lights flashing. It was a glow. He's all right there, but it's when the heel comes up and swivels. And even though the momentum was forward, the heel kept coming back at the stump. He got hold of it as well.
He can't have the nickname Heels because that's gone, isn't it?
It's gone. It's gone, old Heels.
What do you think he should do here?
Well, I'd be going to the chiropractor tomorrow to get those facet joints knocked back into shape, doctor, because that back of his, there's a bit of rotation going on. Come on, Big Hasto.
Danny Morrison said there'll be no wind here. He's fairly getting a lot of backswing and a lot of wind going.
Well, we are looking at the Battle of Hastings in Sharjah.
Yeah, it's unfortunately stalling, isn't it? His last 5 overs for Quetta have not been profitable at all. And Hastings just can't get hold of anything. There he goes. He's got that. Over the top it goes. Finally something. And it's come from him hitting the other side. He got a length to work with, though. But at least he started to think more down the ground.
And with Wahab's angle going away from you, you're better off hitting through the offside, staying with the shot. Much better, much more difficult trying to swing to leg with Wahab's angle across.
Yeah, it's a much better zone to try and go.
It's a substitute fielder was Ricky Vessels. Last ball, tries to get the Yorker in. It will be one, and will they go back for a second? I think it would be ill-advised. So all that frenetic activity at the end means that Quetta Gladiators have finished their innings, and it's stalled and stuttered its way through the 20.